When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
Rain again, and he's got it!
Gavin was closing in. Oh, Gavin has scored!
Abdul Osman against Brad Jones to put Liverpool out of the cup, and Northampton 3! Northampton get it!
Hello and welcome to the It's All Cobblers to Me mailbag. I'm Charles, and with me for the first mailbag of this luxurious pre-season is Danny Brothers.
Hello.
Danny. You okay?
Luxurious pre-season, is it?
Yeah, why not? It's bathed in
trip to
sun.
Southend's coming up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, trip to Southend. We've got Birmingham City at Sixfields again.
Birmingham City 11. Don't forget that's.
Well, all right. Well, there'll be 11 people from Birmingham City, plus staff, and probably fans. There you go. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. And a trip to Solihull Moors as well on the horizon. Woohoo!
Up the moors.
Don't forget Cambridge. Go read a book, Danny. That'd probably be...
Of all the moors, that's probably the better one to go to.
Do you think? I don't know. There must be... Is there a Dartmoor FC?
No, I was thinking more like the Yorkshire Moors. You don't want to be.
Fair. Right. It's a good job that this episode basically is made up from all your emails and comments and posts that you've sent to us.
Yeah, mail. We had some nice bits of mail.
We've got lots of mail to get through this evening.
I'd like us to get our first ever. This is a challenge for listeners. I'd like us to get our first ever written letter this season.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Send it Sixfields up.
Send it Sixfields, yeah. Podcast Towers.
Pod Corner, Sixfields Stadium. And
brilliant. Is that somebody sending you a fax right now?
It is, it seems to have a Mexican flag on it. So see what comes of that.
Oh, yeah. So while Danny's fax machine prints out this fax.
That's the contract for Tyrese Simpson.
Is it? Amazing. Get that in there. You don't have to fax us. You can get in touch on X, Facebook or Instagram. Just search Cobblers to Me, or you can email podcast@cobblerstome.com. And Patreon members, as always, get priority. Patreon.com/Cobblers to Me for that. We're going to kick off this episode, as we tend to do an awful lot of the time, with a message from Rob Duncan.
Here he is.
Rob says, I hope you had a great break from club football and are ready to go for the new season. I know everyone will be saying we need a new striker, we need more in midfield, etc., but I want to focus on the more important things. We're about to move to Northampton, fingers crossed, nothing mucks this up again, and Liz has signed off on me getting an outside bar for the new garden. Ooh. It will obviously be heavily Cobblers themed, but what should we call it? I was thinking the Cobblers Tavern, but there must be a better name, and a free pint for the winning entry when it all gets sorted.
Oh, there's an offer.
There we go. Oh, and he then says, and who do you think has been told by Hogg that they can look for a new club? Love you lots of new season long times. Rob. Delightful.
You did the second one first.
Yes.
Has Hogg said that?
Yes, he said that he's had a conversation that said there's at least a couple who've been told that they can go elsewhere. Yes,
it's interesting. Do we read anything into the friendly? But potentially not, because there's not really enough places or people missing out, was there? That
well, who wasn't in the squad for the friendly? It was one of our new signings, so you can't imagine.
Yeah, you can't think that'd be quite the tactic, wouldn't it? To sign someone and say, "Oh, actually, can you look for a new club, please?"
Yeah, get him in and then get him straight out again.
You look at the ones who didn't start, the likes of your friend of mine, Conor McCarthy, didn't start. I can't think we read into that too much, though, do we?
Well, I hope not. Otherwise, his cousin's going to be very, very unhappy with us.
Yeah.
Thinking
who else was not there, essentially, because it was Ross was there. Buzzer wasn't there, actually.
Who wasn't, sorry?
Buzzer wasn't involved at all.
Oh.
So that could be a hint.
That could be, I guess.
We can't be losing Buzzer, can we?
You wouldn't have thought so. No.
Perkins wasn't there. There's no chance we're losing Perkins, is there?
I suppose, not in the way that Rob is suggesting. I don't.
No,
think. I could see him
no.
being bought potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that will happen. But
no,
the more likely thing would be that somebody would come in and want him, as opposed to us telling him that he's not wanted. Is what I mean there.
Yeah, and then Shaw is obviously building his way back. Is on his own program to get fit. Yeah. So, no, I mean, Buzzer's the one that stands out, I suppose, isn't he? Out of those.
Out of those ones, yeah. I mean, what about young Dadge? But hasn't he just signed a new deal as well, along with Dobson?
I'm sure he'll be sent to Market Harbour or wherever they all go to.
yeah. Get away, go over there. I don't.
Ives, St Ives, they always go to.
Ives, that's the one. Yes, it's never anyone like Wellingborough Town, is it? Already for some reason, it's always a little bit further afield. Get out the county, just out the county, over the other border. I have thought. I mean, the longer it goes on, the less likely I think it is. But as soon as Yaycock came in, thought that would be it for Fitzsimons.
Yaycock, is that?
Did I? Zaycock? Is it Zeke? How is it Zecock?
G-cock, I'd say. G-cock, yeah.
G-cock.
You've
right.
I'll have to learn this.
Yaycock. Yeah, I'll have to learn the pronunciation. A few years back, I don't know whether you remember this, Danny, but Gareth, head of media at the Cobblers, did send us a pronunciation WhatsApp voice note so that we could make sure that we could get everything right, which was good.
There you go.
Might need a new one of those, Gareth, if you're listening.
Get Salmon's on the case. He'll send us that.
Get it on. Get it in. I did think that it was possibly that it would be Fitzsimons, but the longer that it goes on when he is still here, the more likely I think that he is staying to fight for the number one position. I don't really know. I mean, let's be honest here. If any of them were, told that they could go, would you really mind after what happened last year? I mean, apart from Ty, you'd be devastated, I know.
Oh, but obviously, you've got to have a Ty in there. If Ty goes, we'd have to replace him with another Ty, just so that the Ty continuum goes on.
Ty continuum,
it has to be in place. But no, I don't. We haven't got massively fond memories of every. But like I said, I think a lot of them have reset, which is good. It'll take them a while to get back in the good books again, but I think there's still promising stuff there from a lot of them. But we shall see.
Well, there you go then. Yeah, I don't really know who else that is.
I don't think there'll be loads to leave, will it? It's not going to be loads.
Did Swire play a part in the friendly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it came on the second half. There was 11 changes at one point. About 20 odd minutes to go, I think the whole team came off. Another team came on.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, it's nice to actually have another team, isn't it? For once, usually.
There's a lot of youth teamers in there who nice experience for them as well.
Yeah, very good.
Neo Dobson as well, but only 19 still, which is mad.
Really?
I can't believe that.
I thought he was at least 21 now.
Yeah, it's one of those that's just been around for years, isn't he?
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. It won't be him either because he's just signed that new extension to his contract as well. So yeah, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? I guess. How about Rob's other question then about naming his outside bar that is actually not built yet, not even owned yet, as it happens.
No, I'm imagining all of Rob's framed winnings from various auctions are going to be displayed in this bar as well. I've been having to think about this actually as well, to what to call it. I was thinking what's linked to the Cobblers. I thought, famous players, managers. Came on to mascots. I thought, how about Griff the Griffin, the previous mascot? How about calling it the Griff the Griff Inn?
I love it.
How about that?
I love it. The Griff Inn. Yes.
Or the Griff Inn. Yeah.
Or just the Griff Inn. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. I think that's great. I was thinking like terrible, people that have been involved with the Cobblers down the years. So I was thinking of I thought to myself, how about the Fenwick Arms?
The Fenwick Arms.
The Fenwick Arms. I thought that could be the corker. That would be brilliant. I mean, if you never wanted anybody to actually know where it was or to be able to find it, you would definitely call it the Slow Bar.
Yeah, the Slow Bar.
SLOWE.
Yeah, that ties into the gin as well, doesn't it?
It does, exactly. Yeah, you could do lots of slow gins there as well, all equally invisible. What else? What else could did I come up with? There were a couple of others. There was the Westwood Inn. Basically, all the chairs only had 3 legs.
We could go with the Hoskin as well, can we?
We could go with the Hoskin, but I feel like that sounds too good to have this outside.
You want a crap player to be associated with this bar.
I do. I want someone really, really awful. That someone really bad. I mean,
the Yengi Arms.
The Yengi Arms. Yeah. It would be like I'm trying.
Ben Fox and Hounds could have, couldn't we?
Oh, that's a good one.
But crap,
I liked Ben. I liked Ben.
Yeah, I like
Ben Fox and Hounds is brilliant. There was something else in my mind that I've gone completely blank. It put two. You know how you had the Crown and Cushion and something like that. It was putting two player names together, it's gone now. What I'll have to do is put it in the Slack if I remember it, Rob. But yeah, I mean I like the Griff Inn. I'll be honest. I think that's really good. I can't see Rob taking you up on it though. I feel like he wants something that's a little bit more recognisable.
Let's get listeners to write in, shall we?
Absolutely. Let us know what Rob should call his outside bar, Cobblers related.
Then we'll tell all of them that they've won so they can go and get a free pint, and there'll just be a queue down the road to Rob's house to get their free pint.
Yes. Let's do it. Please do it. Please, please, please. Brian Willis is sorry, I always say that. Brian Wills has been in touch. He said, hi guys, how patient do you think the faithful will be? Should they have to be patient? Do you see this as a season we need to get through till we hit the sunny uplands we were all promised by Coco the Clown?
Who's Coco the Clown in this?
I've got no idea where that ended up going, Brian, but I will answer the question. How patient do I think the faithful will be? I think that for some reason, the longer that I have been a Cobblers fan, the less patient the fan base has become. And I don't know whether this is a sign of the times socially. It's very lazy of me to say something along the lines of it's the younger generation, wanting instant success. Because I don't think it is just the youngsters. But I do feel like every season that goes by, there is less patience. So how patient? On a scale of 1 to 10, I think we need to be 7. but I can see it
patience,
being, in terms of our patience, we need to be a 7 out of 10. But what will actually be is probably closer to a 4.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things, isn't it, where you kind of think we need to get a couple of results early on, like I said on the other pod. And if we're not really kicking off results, we need to be seeing where we're going, and we need to be knowing that there's something that we can see to get behind. Because after last season, it's such a big job for Chris Hogg to do. It's been quite brave, I think, to take it as well, in terms of there's not going to be a lot of, I think, from the wider fan base. We've seen it online already after only a couple of friendlies. It's a fan base that are desperate to get that upturn again, and we need it quite soon. And we probably should be a little bit more patient because it's a new manager, new players, new outlook on it all. But I really want to get that first win under our belt pretty quickly, because it gets negative straight away and it becomes tarred with the brush of last season again, doesn't it? Get off the mark.
I think we need to. I think we need to get off the mark as quickly as possible. I mean, for my own well-being, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just knowing about how I feel is that actually if we won that first game, then I would feel a whole lot happier and more relaxed and just a lot more ready to, forget. Never forgive, I don't think, the end of last season, but I'd definitely be able to move on and look ahead much more easily and much more happily as well. I don't think that anything smaller than that, a draw would be okay, but I think the longer that it goes on without getting a win, the more restless everybody would become, and the less patient it would be. I mean, I do think that it's something that needs to be sorted. It's something that has to be a positive as soon as it can possibly be. Because, and I'm going to be honest here, because there's me included, there's too much negativity about the place. I've actually really enjoyed my summer because I've not been looking at social media. I've basically come off of Twitter. I just don't really look at it. The Patreon, the Slack has been lovely, as it always is. But I'm just not really, and I've not really looked at the Facebook groups, because as soon as even when we sign a new player, reading the comments that are on the posts on like Facebook or wherever from the club, you've got people in there saying things, that they're turning around and saying, well, that's an awful signing. It's like, well, have you actually seen this person ever play, or are you, and I mean, I get it, you can look at stats, but I do think stats only tell you part of the picture. They don't tell you everything that you need to know. There's a lot there to be filled in blank-wise, that you'll only really get to know by watching with your own eyes. And it's the same whenever there's anything, bless him, I've not really read many of like Hennes's stuff on the Chronicle website, because what I've essentially been doing is reading or listening to the interviews with the manager and the players that the club have put out on the YouTube channel, and then just kind of allowed myself not to then go and look at the rewritten versions of that. And most interviews, Hennes will get maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 pieces of content out as articles, and the only reason for that is because I then don't have to read the comments.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's it. I mean, I literally, before we started recording, saw on Facebook there was an article which is about Chris Hogg saying that, there's, I think he said something along the lines of, don't quote me here, that there's 2 player incomings that are maybe closer than others at the moment. And like one of the comments said something ridiculous about how I can't believe that nobody or players wouldn't want to sign for a club with a Premier League East stand and all this kind. It was the usual kind of vitriolic bullshit that some people like to put out to either make themselves feel big and clever or funny or get attention or whatever it is. I can't be bothered reading that kind of stuff. If you can't, even at this stage, just kind of, I'm not saying that you have to be a happy clapper. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you don't have to be snidey and negative constantly. You could just go, okay, well, we've heard this before. Let's wait and see what happens. I don't think that's being negative. I think that's just
no. Yeah,
putting your stall out and saying, look, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing, which isn't negative. It's just being honest about the way that you feel maybe after things. But some of it is just downright stupid. I'll be honest.
I just ignore it from now, to be honest. I've come off Twitter ages ago and it's been better for it, to be honest. It's just, it's nonsense a lot of the time.
It is absolutely nonsense. But there you go. I think, Brian, we need to be patient. I think we need to be more patient than the fan base, either in general or at least the social media aspect of the fan base, or the bit of the fan base we see on social media won't be as patient as we need to be. I think that's where we will find it.
But I feel like that goes for most clubs though as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely is that way, yeah. Well, look, we say it all the time, but it is free to listen to It's All Cobblers to Me. It isn't free for us to make, though. And we all love making the podcast, but it isn't possible without your help. So if you can and you would like to, you can support the podcast by joining our Patreon. For less than the cost of a pint at the match, Patreon provides all episodes without any ads, extra episodes, and access to our fabulous community of Cobblers fans. Get all that and more for just £5 a month and support the making of It's All Cobblers to Me. Go to patreon.com/cobblers to me right now and use the code SHOE1, that's SHOE and the number 1, to get 90% off your first month. We'll be back in a minute after these words.
From lashes for days with the viral Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara to lift in color from their brilliant eye brightener, Thrive Cosmetics is the go-to for amplifying everyday looks. Plus, every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin. Amplify your everyday. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/shine26 for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/shine26.
What you think of my new saddle, Lizard?
Oh yeah, it's swell, mate. Proper comfy.
Just one of the upgrades I've added to this puppy.
What else have you got on here?
New air intake filter, quick shifter, and a beefy muffler.
Well, that's why you ride with Geico Motorcycle Insurance, so you can cover your custom parts and equipment. Now let's hear that muffler purr.
All right, hang on tight to my love handles.
It feels good to ride with help. It feels good to Geico.
And here's some words for you, Danny. What the fuck is this? Get the football on.
Absolute nonsense. Again, I've not got the sound up, but it looks.
I mean, it's so. I know Chris Martin's been the curator.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. It is like a Coldplay concert.
It's absolute nonsense. Yeah.
Can you just
get it off?
Yeah, bin it. Oh, is that a Vuvuzela? Jolly good.
I think it is. Yeah.
Love that.
Get it out.
Okay, right. Welcome back to the mailbag. It's All Cobblers to Me. Danny is with me. Danny, I've got the next one from our friend Brett Nurse.
Brett Nurse, hello, Brett. A brother of Night.
Yeah, love that. Yes. Brett says, a promotion to your dream job at work, the Premier League for Northampton Town, or a World Cup for England. Which one would you take if it meant you could never have the others? Yours optimistically, Brett. Oh. Promotion to your dream job at work, the Premier League for Northampton Town, or a World Cup for England?
As in winning the Premier League or just being there?
I think I'm going to say, the way I take it is just being there. Because, you know, that's more realistic, even though it's not.
Yeah, it's not really that close to me either, I don't think. Premier League for the Cobblers is there. It's just at the top for me, only because it's not just being there, is it? It's the journey that we would go on to get there with everybody that comes along for the ride with us and knowing what specifically we've got as a bunch of close friends and fans and family who go to the club as well, or goes to the games as well. Just imagine what that journey to get there would be like. That would probably one of those situations where the journey would be better than the actual destination, essentially, because we'd, nothing to say we won't get hammered and it'll be a fairly miserable season in the Premier League. But to get there, it would be worth every bit of any of the others to me. I've always been more geared towards club than country anyway. So any kind of question like this, I'm always going with the Cobblers. Because we know what that would look like in terms of how much fun we'd have along the way, then it's standout for me, that one, actually, I think, out of the three.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I mean, promotion to your dream job. I mean, I do my dream job. I'm very, very lucky.
Finished there already.
Yeah, in that fact. So therefore, I'm already there with that, Brett. So I'll leave that one to the side. So it just does become club versus country for me. Look, I have never really wanted to see the Cobblers in the Premier League. I hadn't thought of it the way that you did, though, Danny. The journey aspect of getting there. I agree with you completely and utterly that the journey would probably be absolutely amazing. And can you even imagine it? I'm not sure I can. It would be incredible, I'm sure. But I'm still right now in very much so in international football, England World Cup. It's coming home, fever, if you like. And I do feel like after the semi-final defeat, I still feel upset about that, incredibly. And not in the same way that I have done, I don't think, since maybe 1996. Because this isn't I mean, don't get me wrong, 96 wasn't an injustice. That was just a penalty shootout. And as per, the times back then, we couldn't win a penalty shootout to save our life unless it was against Spain. But there have been so many times where we have exited tournaments through an injustice, through, Simeone falling over David Beckham's tickle of a leg, Wayne Rooney being winked at by Ronaldo and all this sort of stuff that is just an injustice. That isn't the case this time around. It wasn't an injustice in terms of that something happened that was really wrong.
It's a missed opportunity.
It was a missed opportunity, a hugely missed opportunity, and I genuinely do believe still that was the best opportunity we've ever had to go and win this World Cup. And we're recording that as, we've just seen the halftime show in the World Cup final, which, by the way, oh my goodness, never do that again, FIFA, please, for the love of. But I can't help but just feel like we are never, it's almost like I'm destined never to see England win the World Cup or a tournament, full stop. It really does feel that way. And because of the fact that I have never really cared about seeing the Cobblers in the Premier League, and I don't mean that in terms, I just think that I think once you get to the Premier League, it's different. I don't see it as being the same sport or the same community of people. And, football has already gone the other way, I think, now, where the whole of the EFL is very different. To be called a community club, I think, the Cobblers are very proud of, and they should be, of what they do in the community. But I still think that they are quite far away from being a community club to that of a non-league side, and how some of those, and not all of them are, but how I see some non-league sides being a real true community club. I don't really see that with any EFL club at the moment. So my answer after all of that long-winded nonsense is England winning the World Cup.
Ooh, we've got England World Cup. Okay. I feel like as well, a part of that itch has been scratched for me by the Lionesses over the last 2 Euros. I've kind of had that and been like, I followed an England team to win a trophy twice now. Yeah. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, brilliant. Like, I've seen England win a major trophy now. I'm happy. I've got that kind of satisfaction from that side of things, I think, as well. Obviously, it is completely different when you look at what we've just been through this summer as well, and you think it would be a massive thing for the country still again. But for me personally, I think that's been ticked for me, essentially, in terms of what I want to see from football. So yeah, and again, the journey for me to get to the Premier League for the Cobblers, I think would be so much fun. Like, imagine like the away days you do, and that moment when you get promoted even to the Championship for us, and that moment where you get promoted to the Premier League, where however you do it, that feeling is just one that you just think, that'd be so incredible to go through. You look at the teams that have done it in the last few years, and the ones that have stayed there, and all that, and like how far Bournemouth came, how far Brighton have come since we used to watch them at Sixfields and the county grounds. That the journey that them teams have had.
Yeah, it's interesting.
We'd probably end up coming back down again, but we'd have memories, wouldn't we?
I mean, you would. I mean, I just sort of take with Bournemouth, and I'm not saying this because I know anything. But I do wonder how many of the fans that would have watched Bournemouth playing the Cobblers, like back when Jermaine Defoe was on loan to them, for example, many, many years ago, how many of those supporters are still able to actually go and watch Bournemouth in the Premier League? And how many have been priced out? And how many have now been, just basically resigned to only ever being able to watch them on Sky? Because they can't get a ticket for love nor money. There's that element to it for me, which is basically I just don't really ever want to be in that position. I don't want any of our fans to ever be in that position. There's other ways and means, of course. You can make the stadium bigger, etc. But yeah, there are just things. It's an interesting conversation, and I mean, at the end of the day. Sorry to say this, Brett, but at the end of the day, your question is meaningless because it isn't like any of those things would happen, and then there is no genie in a bottle that is going to actually turn around and then say, right, well, the other two things can never happen for you now, so tough. That just isn't the case. But I enjoyed the question, and it certainly gave us a big conversation to have. I enjoyed that. Matthew Crane's got another one. And this, I think, is going to be maybe this might be quick, but this also might take a while for us to think of. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of editing happens now. Matthew Crane says, "Hi boys, just been listening to a 90s rave classics playlist. Hearing the Prodigy, KLF, Orbital, and the Shaman took me right back. What's your favourite 90s rave classic?"
Oh, that's cracking, that, isn't it? The Prodigy's a great shout. Outer Space, Prodigy.
Yeah. No good to
that
me.
Springs to mind.
Yeah, I think that comes up straight away. There's
Ebenezer
so many.
Good's a great shout as well, by the way.
Absolutely. It was like we said, the World Cup final half-time show has just been on. But do you remember the head of the very first Premier League televised team, Ty, I should say?
Yeah.
The Shaman.
They played live on the pitch.
They did. Absolutely brilliant stuff. That proper took me back thinking about that. It's amazing. Yeah. You should do that.
Let me be your
you should get that to happen at Sixfields. Oh, Danny, I will happily allow you to be my fantasy.
Yeah, get that on
any time. That is my music, from when I was young. So yeah, absolutely anything. There's so much. But the Prodigy would definitely be high up on my list.
Yeah. We a few weeks ago we went to a 90s bar in London, and every half an hour they did a rave in the toilets. So there's this DJ in the toilet area, and there's a countdown clock on the wall, and every half an hour you just pile into the toilets, have a rave for like 60 seconds and come back out again. It's brilliant.
That's superb. I like that very much. Yeston Pocock says, "Dear Neil, with the current hosepipe ban, I found myself playing Power Washer Simulator to get my fix with jet washing. What is your favourite simulator?"
That's dangerous territory. If only Neil was here.
If only Neil was here, it would go really, really wrong, wouldn't it? I'm going to jump straight in. I was a big fan of Theme park. I'm gonna take theme park.
Yes, that was great.
Closely followed by theme hospital.
Yeah, that didn't seem as fun, did it? Theme hospital.
No, but you had bloaty heads and things. It was great fun. I enjoyed it.
I did get into The Sims as the classic as well.
Yes.
When I was young.
Nick still plays The Sims. She loves it. Yeah, absolutely loves it.
What was that? There was sometimes at theme parks you got which was really bizarre, that you got a roller coaster kind of simulator where you got in and it was as if you were on it. But it seems really weird to have that at a theme park where you could just go and get on a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very.
Yeah, theme park was great as well.
Theme park was great. I mean, when I was young, I remember getting Flight Simulator and a joystick, a massive joystick that you could therefore use to control the plane with, Danny. Damn you. But I was never very good at it. I used to be able to take off but never be able to land, so I didn't get very far. So that wasn't particularly great. I know there's I mean friends of the pods, the Salmons, they like a bit of train simulator. We've had many chats about train simulators.
So much so that Daddy Salmons likes his plane simulators as well, doesn't he? Because I think I mistakenly thought he was actually in a plane when he was emailing once, and he was just talking about it.
I remember that. You didn't realise that he was just on his games.
There was SimCity as well. That was one, wasn't it? You had a whole city.
Yes.
SimCity.
There was Roller Coaster Tycoon. That was similar to the roller coaster theme park thing. Goat Simulator. Have you played Goat Simulator, Dan? It's a bit more modern. Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator, no.
Goat
Is
Simulator.
It all about? Is it all about Eric Sabin?
Yeah, the latest version is all about Sam Hoskins, of course. If you can get Goat Simulator for the Switch, and it's one of those like really cheap £20 games or whatever. I say really cheap. £20 is not cheap, but it is in comparison.
Dare I ask what it is you're simulating?
Being a goat.
Just being the goat. So you're just like wandering around the fields and dealing with all that life throws at you.
I don't actually know what you do with it because I've never bought it, but I always see it. I mean, when I actually type this into Google, there is Goat Simulator 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, there's a Goat Simulator remastered. You do. You are a goat.
The player controls a giant goat aimed at doing as much damage as possible across an open world map without any other larger goals. Oh, there you go.
Have you played Untitled Goose Game? Because that is basically a simulator where you have to control a goose. As a goose, you have to solve puzzles, and players control a goose who bothers the inhabitants of an English village. Players must use the goose's abilities to manipulate objects and non-player characters to complete objectives.
That feels very Watch It, doesn't it? Now?
It does feel very Watch It. Yeah, you're right. It's something Jesse would do for fun. There you go. There's mine.
Simulate it.
Simulate it. That's it. They're all the questions that we've had in for this first mailbag of the season. Thank you for listening to It's All Cobblers to Me. You can get involved with the show by following us on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Just search Cobblers to Me. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
And see you next time. Goodbye.
Love you long times.
Way! There's the cup. There's the pictures you'll see on tomorrow's back pages. The Cobblers are going through into Division 1. Bring them on because we deserve it.
We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.